So I'm really happy to be here. In my short talk, I will tell you a bit more how we make decisions in a company with no managers. So let's begin. I'm sure you are familiar with those two graphs. One of them shows the hierarchical organization. There are many layers of management between the owners or the top managers and the regular employees. So the decisions in that type of companies are made at the very top of the hierarchy. So that means the rest of the team members actually they apply the strategy or the decisions that were already been taken. How does it look like in a flat structure companies? So there are much less levels of managers in that type of companies. And actually everyone in the team is the one who is responsible for solving problems and making the decisions. Before I tell you how we make decisions software mill, let me tell you a little bit more about our company. There are three differentiators. First of all, we are 100% remote and distributed company. So that means we do not have any single office. Everyone in our team works from their homes. And it was always like that. And we continue, we grow to be remote as well. A change was, we applied some change in 2013. We changed the hierarchical organization into flat structure. So we decided not to hire any single manager to our team. Moreover, along with flat structure, we implemented full transparency. Everyone in our company knows how the decisions are made, and more importantly, what's the income of the company, how much other people in the company make. Imagine, would you like to work in a company where there are no secrets about financial situation of the company, about other people, or would you like to know how much your boss earns? It seems it's a perfect environment for decision making. You know, we actually call our team members CEOs because they have access to financial statements of the company, so they have the right knowledge to make decisions. And there is flat structure, there are no managers, so there is no one else to tell them what to do. They are the ones who should make decisions. But actually, the first result was completely opposite from what we expected. People stopped making decisions. You may ask why. So we identified those three areas. First of them, these were people who were afraid to make decisions by themselves. But they were used to that there was always some manager or at least owner of the company who was telling them how should they react, what decisions should they make. So nowadays it's a flat structure company. So whenever they want to make a decision, they go to owners to ask for permission. They don't receive it. So it was causing some problems because they stopped making decisions. Another part of our team actually thought that, okay, I'm not allowed to ask owners about permission, but there is the rest of the team. How about asking for permission on our general Slack channel? So imagine there are 30, there were 20 at the time, and now there are 40 people. And if you ask them for the advice, what people do? They start giving you advice. So if you've got 40 people in the company, you receive around 60 advice from other people. And it's even harder to make a decision. Other people from the team start to micromanage you. Is it a flat structure company? No. If you've got someone tells you what to do, it's not flat structure anymore. And another area that we noticed we were struggling with, these were strategical decisions. The ones that had impact on whole company. You know, people didn't feel safe about making decisions whether they can buy a new computer or not. but how about the decisions that really have impact on the whole team? So how have we solved those problems out? So these are 3 simple ways how we solve our problems out. Very simple one. We really like simple solutions. So first of all, we encourage our team and we repeat them daily or every week, every month. They are CEOs of Software Mill. So that means they are the ones who make the change, who solve the problems and make decisions. Okay, it's very important to repeat to your team, you trust them and you support them in making decisions. Secondly, we were really tired of people giving constantly good advice. You know, good advice, that means they were probably criticizing you a little bit or didn't have time to help you, but actually they wanted to show they have an idea about your problem. So we created another very simple rule. Whenever you are giving an advice to another person, you commit yourself that you'll help that person to solve the problem and make the decision. Of course, making a decision and solving the problem is a time-consuming thing. So if you've got 40 people in a company and you are trying to help and give advice to every person, so you wouldn't have time to spend in your project. So immediately, thanks to that rule, we reduced the number of advice giving by one people to another one. People stopped micromanagement other people from our team. And how about strategical decisions? So we found out that solving strategical problems, actually there is no need that everyone participates in solving those problems out. We created work groups. So these are the people who are really interested in the subject and would like really to solve the problem out. So these people gather together, talk about the problem, search for solutions, and then choose just right solution that is presented to the whole company. And then by voting, we accept or not the solution that was suggested. So once the solution is presented to the rest of the team, you can't add any other advice or change the solution. So I would like you to think right now about your company, about the problems you have in making decisions, and choose one of those simple rules. And once you are back to your company, implement it and see how the changes are. Yeah? Okay. Was it worth it, implementing full transparency and flat structure? Oh, definitely it was. During last 4 years, since we introduced that structure, only 6 people left Software Mill, and none of them because of the flat structure. We spent much wiser money. It's an incredible thing because we used to have limits on spendings on conferences, on new equipment and tools. So what people did, actually, each of them tried to use the limit they had. Nowadays, each person from my team has a credit card number, and they can spend as much money as they want on any equipment, tools, and conferences they really think they would be useful for their work. And that will help them work more efficiently. The result is that we reduced our costs around 40 up to 50%, because people trust us that whenever they will need anything for their work, they can just Google it and buy it. There are some other also examples what happened with our team. If you participate some of the technical conferences, you definitely find Software Mill engineers there, because we do not have any KPIs that says that we need to promote our company at that number of conferences. Not at all. But people feel really motivated because they really feel that Software Mill is their company. And whatever happens in Software Mill, it depends on them. So these are some books I really recommend reading if you're interested in teal or that flat structure companies, especially the second one. Unfortunately, it's only in Polish right now, but it shows the transformation from the hierarchical organization to the flat structure company. And of course, read our blog. I'm available here for you today and tomorrow if you have any questions. And after the lunch break, there would be 2 hours of Ask the Expert session. And I'd be more than happy to talk more with you about distributed, flat structure, and fully transparent companies. Thank you so much.